Ask yourself, as it stands now, with the way that I am now, the choices that I'm making, the decisions that I'm making, can I handle the blessings of God? Can I handle what I desire for God to do in my life? If if I am living this kind of lifestyle that is outside of the will of God for me, you see, when you struggle with sexual sin, you always need to remember that, okay, that person that I'm going to sleep with is just a few minutes. That self-pleasuring is just a few minutes. Viewing pornography is just a few minutes. Reading erotica is just a few minutes. Whatever your thing is, whatever secret sinful pleasure you're engaging with, is just a few minutes. Are those few minutes worth it? Is it worth the weight, the heaviness that falls upon your soul? The scripture says sexual sin is the only sin that you sin against your own body. And I shared with us in the devotional that to an extent, a huge part of that is a mystery, because it doesn't necessarily delve deeply into how you're sinning against your own body. But the closest you can get to this is how you feel, the way it impacts your soul every single time you engage with that sin. No one has to tell you. But now just think about some of the physical repercussions of this thing. Like, let's say you are actively sleeping around. You stand children out of wedlock, STDs. So many people wrestling with STDs. These are things that it didn't have to get to that point, but you decided to engage in it, and so you ended up bringing things in your body that the Lord never intended for you to wrestle with those things when it comes to your own body. So the thing about sexual sin is, y'all, it's not worth it. It's you just be practical for a second. And this is what I want you to do today. Today, I just want you to assess your life, examine your life, right? And ask yourself, how do I feel every time after I fall into sin? How does it impact my mind? How does it impact my emotions? How does it impact my activities, my plans, my career, my family, my relationships? I want you to list the costs, okay, and how it impacts you. How does it impact truly your mental health? List all of it. And then once you list all of it, then I want you to list out everything pertaining to the pleasure. Your own positives for the pleasure. So maybe for you, it's like, yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I get to ignore my problems and not have to think about my problems. I get to escape into another world where I don't have to deal with very real issues that I'm dealing with, because you know what, I just don't want to have to think about it. Maybe that's you, right? But then list out all of the downsides, all of the cons, all of the negative impact